Leaks are everywhere, and they afflict everyone from Lil Uzi Vert to Young Thug to even Playboi Carti, who, while performing his unreleased but leaked song Neon, found out the crowd already knew the lyrics.
Play some new shit, Carti!
How the fuck y'all niggas know that song?
Genius has covered the impact of leaks in the past, but a crucial question remains: how do leaks happen?
I'm not there for their personal life. I'm just there to get the songs and be out.
That is a hacker who finds and leaks songs. Genius granted them anonymity to speak freely about the trend of those who believe they're fans while stealing from the artists they claim to love. Our source said they've acquired songs by meticulously sifting through numerous data breaches online. Then, the hacker used a powerful computer to crack the artist or producer's password.
I crack the hash and I proceed to use the password on Gmail or whatever I'm looking for. People aren't that creative. They use the same passwords.
Then they head to sites like LeakThis and the gaming message platform Discord to offer the songs up for sale.
They work hand in hand together to make selling unreleased music extremely easy.
These are an example of what these group buys look like. The hacker understands that leaks are not helpful, but they believe that the music should be released.
I feel like they do have an obligation to provide their fans with music. If we're not getting music, we're going to get it ourselves.
Hackers and music leaks have a long history, from the mysterious music mafia to the birth of the MP3 in the mid-1990s.
Historically, most software and media piracy came from an elite group of hackers called the Wares scene.
That's Stephen Witt, author of How Music Got Free, a history of digital music piracy. In his book, he says the scene was, quote, loosely affiliated digital crews who raced one another to be the first to release newly pirated material. Groups like Compress the Audio, Apocalypse Production Crew, and others provided the bulk of the songs that eventually made their way onto early peer-to-peer file sharing services.
Napster and LimeWire were full of pirated material that came from this kind of vanguard underground that infiltrated the music and movie industry's supply chains and leaked stuff out to the internet.
It was on college campuses with high-speed internet that Napster really took off in the fall of '99.
So how many MP3s do you have on your computer? About 600.
The groups did it for the thrill instead of the money, as Witt notes in a 2015 article saying, quote, scene culture drew a distinction between online file sharing and for-profit bootlegging.
I don't want to call it noble necessarily, but there was a certain ethos to it that, this was not to be a profitable activity.
But things are much different today.
The kind of emergence of the crowdfunding platform makes this more economically viable than it would have been say 10 years ago.
Which brings us back to our source, who said that they've sold songs for real money.
I made around $5,000.
Which is a drop in the bucket compared to the money people lose every year from getting their emails hacked.
In the last 4 to 5 years, there's been, as reported by the FBI, over $12 billion in direct losses.
That's Asaf Sadom, an assistant professor of electrical engineering at Columbia University. He broke down for us a couple tips on keeping your emails secure.
The two most effective ways to protect yourself is one, to use a password manager that makes sure that your passwords are strong and also that you're not reusing the same passwords.
As our source mentioned earlier, password reuse is rampant, with one security firm finding that 52% of people use the same passwords across multiple logins. Services like LastPass, 1Password, and Bitwarden recommend strong passwords that you don't have to remember.
And then even more powerful than that is multi-factor authentication, making sure there's another mechanism that ensures that authenticates that you are who you say you are.
And make no mistake, fans or not, what these hackers are doing is very illegal.
The suspect, a 19-year-old from the UK, allegedly hacked into websites and cloud-based accounts, illegally stealing unreleased songs and selling the stolen music in exchange for cryptocurrency.
But our source says that they hope that coming forward will shine a light on what is going on.
I know that there will be an artist out there that will watch this video and they'll go, oh shit, and they'll change their passwords.
I'm Jacques Morel with Genius News, bringing you the meaning and the knowledge behind the music. Peace.